That's exciting. Hello there. Hi.
Talking now.
It's not just him, though.
Stop it. Do you want to do painting, or do you want to do wizards, monsters?
Wizards.
Wizards.
What do you want to do?
What's with the lizards? Like, what is
Wizards.
looks stupid on you? I didn't have any other ideas.
Oh, supers and wizards and monsters.
Now, I don't want to do this. What is this one right here? What is this one? I don't want to, what is this?
Dinosaurs, they get loose in their local area. Happens every time. Type 3, your magic users. Wizards, warlocks, sorcerers, witches, there's a lot of them. Some are friendly, mostly in London, mind you. Some not so much. I always like to recount the story of a 16th, 17th century French prince who was rude to a witch and got himself cursed to be a beast. He worked it out, but it took quite a while. Then you have type 4, your supernatural creatures. These are your vampires, your werewolves, what have you.
We're beings. There are, people always assume that it's only werewolves. There are were-cats, there are were-leopards, there are were-rats.
They're really weird looking. It's like you crossed a human and like a
Badly baked potato.
yeah. It's not something you want to look at, and it will kill you.
Oh.
And then you have type 5, your superpowered beings. Good ones and the bad ones. Way more of them than there were 100 years ago. I blame science. Rule 1. Always remember, if in doubt, run away. Running is almost always the best option. Unless you know for certain that you can't run away. Say you're caught in a tractor beam or what have you. Do so at your earliest opportunity. Do not stop to gawk at whatever is going on behind you. Don't be these people watching Spider-Man fight the Rhino. These people are all in a lot of danger.
I disagree. Rule number 1 can be don't panic.
Panic is bad in that it causes you to not think clearly. But panic, if it's lending speed to your exit, is not a bad thing. A touch of panic, not bad.
Don't be a spectator as monsters in caves beat each other.
Also, the whole running away thing. Run sensibly. If a giant ball is rolling down a cavern, don't run in front of it. Jump to the side. The ball is not going to turn to chase you. And logic is your friend.
If there is a giant disc-shaped spaceship rolling behind you, as unlikely as it is, on its side, just roll to the side, run to the side. Don't let it slowly roll over you.
Remember, you can turn.
Yes, very important.
It's in the Opera House. Giant kaiju. Look at this guy. He's just chatting it up. You know how fast those things move? If it decided to not go towards the Opera House and it took a quick look to its left, these people are toast. Run.
Rule 2, don't be a jerk. Scientific study has proven that jerks are far more likely to get killed by whatever threat is attacking.
Okay, this is a case study for our Marlon files. This is Edgar. He was a farmer in upstate New York. He was a nasty piece of work. He was abusive to his wife, physically, emotionally. He's the absolute case study of this sort of thing. He met a buck monster from outer space, killed him, wore his body as a discount. Jerks.
Makes it really nice, though, working for an agency, because, you know, whenever we hire a jerk, they're dead in 2 weeks. Yeah. Rule 3, wear your seatbelt. When monsters, capes, or aliens attack, one of the first things that happen is a ton of damage to cars. They are thrown around as weapons, used as cover, crushed by giant robots, or suffer any number of other massive disasters.
Magnetic manipulators, lifting them, throwing them.
Never do any of the combatants stop to check if anyone is in the car first. So it is your job to wear your seatbelt.
Good advice, David. Life-saving advice. In good situations.
You might be driving down the road and suddenly some giant robot just kicks a hole in the highway. Your car falls right in. If you're wearing your seatbelt, your chance of surviving is much higher.
Oh, and just a word to the side. If, let's say you're on the Golden Gate Bridge, which you really don't live on. But if you happen to find yourself on the Golden Gate Bridge has lots of, has a history of being attacked. And you find yourself in the water. Don't panic, breathe slowly, wait till your car is filled up with water. It's far more likely, far easier to break your window after the pressure has equalized. And if you keep a ball peen hand on your car, that's excellent. Pressure equalized, quick crack to the window, swim to the surface. If you're trying to do this, wasting your oxygen when there's lots of water pressure on the outside, you are like hitting against the cement wall.
Rule 4, don't taunt Murphy. Do not open yourself up to Murphy's Law. Never say any of the following statements.
That was bad.
I'll be right back.
I'm glad that's over.
Don't worry about me.
The moment any of these things leave your mouth, it's going to get bad, and it's going to get bad fast.
Do not say any of these things.
There are other ones, you have variations off of this, there are variations on a theme, but just excise them from your language banks.
I think they're gone.
Just something, if somebody ever says, trust me, it'll be fine. You don't trust them. Go back to rule 1. Yeah.
Gets left behind immediately.
Rule 5, stick with your pets. Statistically speaking, dogs have a much higher chance of surviving than any sort of cataclysm. So if you stick with your dog, so will you. Animals also have a heightened sense of danger, especially in anomalous situations. Trust your pet. If your pet doesn't like someone, neither should you. I don't know, maybe it's the middle of the night, your dog's freaking out at the dark corner of your house.
Don't say, be quiet, go back to sleep. Leave them.
Trust your dogs, especially cats.
But dogs,
Dogs are. Rule 6, don't assume the best or worst intentions. Interact with caution. If you guess wrong about their intentions, it can turn ugly really quickly.
you remember the US Bank Tower? The people,
Partying on top, welcoming the aliens who promptly destroyed all of them with a giant space laser. This is why you don't assume intention.
like,
You end up space laser.
no, these were assuming that there were good intentions. It can work just as badly if you assume bad intentions. Because if you are assuming bad intentions and you react viciously to somebody who is coming as a friend,
Rule 7, have code words. When you're unable to say something outright, do not risk having important information either missed or misunderstood by your partner/family. Prepare some useful code words for situations that may develop. Like some way of saying I'm in danger but can't explain.
So everybody, lots of people have the code words for I need help, but can't explain. But the other ones are just as important. This one's a corollary. You know, it's not all about you. You are in danger. Prepare or run. Or, I know what I'm saying sounds crazy, but I really need you to believe me right now. You know, if I'm hearing voices in my head, but I'm pretty darn sure that it's even though you can't hear them, it's something we should really react to. Believe me. Or let's say you're under duress and you want them to know that you're talking to them, but somebody else is controlling what you're saying. Have a code word that is, don't believe a word I'm saying. Or the catch-all, which is things have gotten weird in ways that we never dreamed of. So I'll try and explain when I can. Don't just hang up the phone. You know, communication is important, but sometimes you don't have time to explain that a news monster is crawling out of the air vent. You know, you need something to say. Okay, I'll get back to you, but no, things are creepy.
Code words are very important. We have lots. Yes. Distance is your friend. If you know something is coming, leave as soon as possible and go as far as possible. If, I don't know, Godzilla is attacking New York, don't just get out of Manhattan. There are people, lots of people, who think that, oh, some giant monster's attacking New York City. I'm going to go over to Brooklyn and be fine. It doesn't work like that.
Brooklyn, hop, skip, and a jump to a giant monster.
Get out of the general area. I recommend 60 to 70 miles. Get your car and, refer to Rule 1.
So like this was Godzilla coming into Hong Kong. And, just by the way, but there's somewhere to run. You can't run easily, and it's a favorite destination. So, Godzilla coming to Hong Kong. Now, note that this person, however, was in a plane. This person is leaving. This picture is taken as they are fleeing the area. This is not. Think how often you see those pictures in the newspaper of the dramatic shot, looking up as the monster is crushing the buildings. Where is that person? That person is right in front of the monster. They're going to get a car on them, they're going to get a building on them, they're going to get stepped on and end up Godzilla told you. This is the kind of picture you want to see. You want to see somebody.
If there are rules, follow them. If a wise old man tells you don't get them wet, don't feed them after midnight, just follow the rules.
If you're not supposed to look in a mirror and say somebody's name, or say a name 3 times, or knock 3 times, if you know there are rules, follow them.
Because it will end badly. I don't know, you'll accidentally end up summoning Satan. We all know how this goes. We've all had that one family member who got themselves killed by, Bloody Mary because they just couldn't stop before they said it. Follow them. 10. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to handle whatever situation you find yourself in. Collect knowledge like a hoarder. You never know what might come in useful. Pay attention to the news. Early warning gives you more time to prepare. If, the newscaster is talking about aliens attacking the next city over, don't ignore them. Don't think, they'll deal with themselves. Refer to Rule 1.
Also, the news, if you hear that aliens are coming in, look at pictures, figure out what kind of monster is approaching. If it's a monster flying at, it's a good time to get underground. This is a flying monster. probably gonna chase you into the caverns. If you've got water monsters, stay away from lakes, rivers, don't kill anybody. If, you know, there's certain, know their habitats and know where you can go that is as far away from their habitat as you can get.
A little botanical knowledge may save your life. Let's say another zombie apocalypse has cropped up. I don't know, you have a cut on your leg and you're wandering the desert.
Desert south.
Yeah, it's up in the desert. It's a pretty common place to go hide from zombies. It's actually a pretty good place. Rotting flesh, the heat of the sun, they'll be toast in 2 days. Just go wait out there until the military handles it. But let's say you got a cut on your leg or something. Take a prickly pear, cut it in half, press the open side up to your wound. Make sure you don't have any signs on it left. And that'll help it heal. Know the plants of your area and what can help and what can harm.
Which things are known to, you know, when you're hiding in a cave, what you're going to risk your life to go out to get, to bring in, to save all the people hiding in or sometimes something like that. It happens fast.
Yeah. There's always that one guy who thinks, oh, I'm going to save all my friends, and he goes out and he grabs some poisonous berries. Then after an apocalypse, we always have to comb through the general area and find all those people who accidentally poison themselves or whatever. There's always that one guy.
Learn to navigate by the stars. If you've got, if you're trying to put that distance behind you, but you end up running in circles. No, find your North Star. Make your running count. And of course, throwing weapon skills. Pretty much anything that you can add to your bag of tricks is that extra leg up. Don't be the low-hanging fruit. Be the one who knows more and can save more.
Don't be the guy who attacks a werewolf with a hammer. Don't be that guy. It doesn't work well. You know, and then we gotta clean up all these body parts that are spread over a 2-block radius. If some guy thought, oh, I'm gonna take my little bitty hammer and I'm gonna beat up that werewolf. It doesn't work like that. Rule 11. Knowledge is power. Know about your local super beings. Know their powers and allies. Pay attention to their enemies.
So, if it is, looks like your superhero, but not quite, it's a bad guy. Superhero, what, speedster, also speedster, look very similar in faces. But good guy, bad guy, bad guy. If it looks like, almost like your good guy, not quite. It's why it's really important to know your local superheroes. Know their powers, know their villains, because you need to recognize at a distance. And knowing their allies is also very important, because lots of times it's the allies who are bringing in the variations on the bad guy. So, she was a friend from a vampire slayer. And this is a vampire who looks very similar to her, but you can tell it looks just a little different. It's the same sort of thing. If it looks not quite right, it's not right.
Refer to Rule 1.
Right. Knowledge is that.
Learn your local legends. One of the most important things to do whenever you move into a new area is to immediately learn as much about the local mythology as you can. Even if not totally accurate, usually some shred of truth can be found even in the craziest of tales. From the Loch Ness Monster to Bigfoot to the Area 51 aliens, let's just forget about those. Usually something happened to cause people to believe in the story, and that something isn't always gone.
But once you know your local legends, you know how to prepare. If, let's say, your local legend is Chupacabra, you know how to keep a legend. If your local legend is a leprechaun distracted by riddles, learn a lot of really good riddles. Yeah, it's just prepare for the threats of future.
If somebody says a witch lives at the end of the block, sort of learn about that, and maybe don't go down to the end of the block. I know the house looks creepy, and you for some reason want to explore it. Don't. Bad idea. Really bad idea. Also, sort of like, learn about your local area. If a bunch of kids die every number of years, at the camp up at the lake or in your local town, you might have a killer in your hands, be it crazy shape-shifting clown or guy with a machete. It happens. Yeah. Learn about the traditional supernatural beings. Not all threats are new. Vampires, werewolves, dragons, they're all over the world. As myths and, actually. So, learn about them. Vampires. They're fairly dangerous, but if you're well prepared, not so much. Actually, this is something important to remember. A vampire can be seen in most modern mirrors. The reason old mirrors couldn't see a vampire is because the reflective part was a silver backing, and silver is too pure for a vampire. But a modern mirror doesn't use silver anymore. It uses a coating of like zinc or something. So it won't do you a bit of good. You can still see a vampire.
So, stake through the heart, silver mirror.
Garlic. A lot of people have garlic on hand. Just rub yourself in it. Works well. A lot of silver.
It doesn't have to be a bullet. Just silver. Think of with were creatures, it's like a really, really bad allergy. Any silver.
It's a great story when you kill a vampire with a butter knife because it happened to be silver. It's really funny,
Grandma silver comes in handy so many ways.
What was it? I think it was a were-rabbit who attacked one of our coworkers like 2 years back, and he used a silver dollar to he fitted it between his knuckles and just punched it a bunch of times. It looked like a used coin slot. Dragons, much more dangerous than anything else. Best way to kill a dragon, a very large weapon. Just, let the military handle that. Dragon, very dangerous to you. A tank, not so much. That's why you don't see a lot of dragons anymore. Rule 14, make yourself a go-bag. One of the most important factors to surviving this crazy world we find ourselves in is to always be prepared to get out of town and away from civilization. With modern zombie outbreaks happening at least once every couple of years, every person should be prepared to spend a week away from town while the other cleans up whatever's happening.
Call it what you will, go bag, bag out bag, grab and go. And now, what we show here are those standard things. Think back to those local legends, the historic supernatural threats. Included in this, you want to have those sort of things. They should have rubber, they should have silver. If you have Superman in your area, you should have, because many of his general adversaries have,
Similar weaknesses.
similar
Find yourself a
problems.
glowing space rock.
Red boxes to hide things in. Shield it from expedition.
This is
Just
just
general-
recommended. Not everybody has a gun available, but just maybe, I don't know, a taser. That's something that works fairly well on a lot of threats. If a crazy clown is threatening you with a gun, just tase him. Then wait for the guy in the bat suit. Don't just scream. And, have this stuff on hand. Maybe put it in your car. So, I don't know, you're driving down the road and some macho man wrestler hopped up on whatever drug tries to steal your vehicle. You have this with you. Or, I don't know, you're driving to the next town over, or you arrive and taken over by whatever evil corporation created a zombie outbreak. Never go to Raccoon City, by the way. Bad idea. But, you know, have this stuff on hand. And I guess it just works down to whatever you need. You know, if you need medicine, put medicine in your go bag. Many a person has died because they did the basics of their go bag, but they forgot their asthma medication, and halfway through a zombie outbreak, they had an attack.
Batteries, lots of batteries. Anytime you enter a dark room, your batteries will fail. If something is chasing you into a cellar, your batteries will fail. It kind of goes back to the nerve. And backup batteries for your back.
Also have just backups of everything. Better 2 flashlights than one. Better 2 bags than one. Better 2 radios than one. Just have lots of extra stuff. Because you might...
Wind up flashlight?
Yeah, wind up flashlight. Have your extra stuff on hand, because I don't know, maybe you find some small child and decide to take them with you. They'll need stuff. Maybe you find somebody's grandmother. I don't know. Things happen. Have extra. You want to be the hero, not the guy who couldn't give food to the hero. Rule 15, don't live near sites of symbolic importance to your country. Maybe it's cosmic anger or just bad luck, but every time some kind of large, dangerous event happens near a symbolic site, it gets destroyed. The U.S. government alone has spent almost $2 trillion repairing important buildings since 2010. Including the Golden Gate Bridge like twice now.
And the White House is gone, Golden Gate Bridge, the
Empire State Building.
Chrysler Building, Sears Tower, the St. Louis Arch.
Too bad for the Sydney Opera House. The amount of times some kaiju stepped on it. Yeah, you guys remember that picture? Oh, the next one.
There we are.
Yeah, there we are. See, Sydney Opera House, getting annihilated. Don't live near that. Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
Don't even carve their faces into Mount Rushmore?
That was a real thing.
It took forever. Jeez, we had to melt it down and like restructure it.
Paris. It doesn't matter where you live in Paris, you are near something of symbolic importance to just avoid Paris. I mean, you've got Sacré-Cœur, you've got the Eiffel Tower, you've got the Arc de Triomphe. It doesn't matter where you go.
Nothing enough.
Paris should just be
Something is important to somebody, basically everywhere in Paris. Just avoid Paris. You probably will die. Now, this one's pretty self-explanatory. If it's weird, don't touch it. There's always some idiot who decides to ignore all logic and touch the strange glowing rock, pulsating goo, alien egg, or strange vials.
the strange vial will open, will enclose. The alien eggs, if you don't, they will hatch. They will kill you. And it doesn't matter how cute you think it is, how pretty you think it is. You reach out, you touch that. 2 minutes later, it's in your suit, it's crawling in your mouth, or crawling in your ear, and your buddy is, on the floor with the face mask broken and the face being melted off. It just
Don't touch it. It's not hard. Just don't. Leave it to professionals. We know the proper procedures for picking up that glowing rock. This doesn't even have to be something anomalous. If you're near a nuclear reactor and see some graphite on the ground, don't touch it. It's not hard. Just don't touch the anomalous object. I can't emphasize this enough. The amount of times we're wandering through some disaster area, we see some dude lying there with his hand melted in green rock. It's amazing. Also, don't make it into jewelry. A businessman called Lex Luthor recently died because he kept wearing a kryptonite ring and it gave him cancer. You know, it's a radioactive rock. I don't care how useful it is. Don't keep it near your body. Not hard. Don't trust anything guaranteed to be absolutely foolproof. As soon as someone says that something is fail-proof in any way, just don't trust it. This comes in many forms. The most easily recognizable would be an unsinkable ship. We all know the story. It wasn't even like some crazy thing. This was just the Titanic. It's sailing across. It's unsinkable. It hits an iceberg. You know what happened? It sunk pretty well.
But yeah, if you hear somebody said, I'm going to resurrect dinosaurs, I'm going to put them on an island, they're not going to get away. Don't trust them. They will get away.
A lot.
If somebody
A lot of
says,
time.
this vaccine will protect you, it won't. In some instances, the vaccine itself is the problem. In other instances, it just gives you that false sense of security. Let's see, what else is, oh, we have the safe room that nothing can break into. It will break in.
It will break in and then it will stay there. And then we have to figure out a way to get a werewolf out of your safe room.
There's a giant wall.
Walls
Giant
never work.
wall will protect you from the invading kaiju.
About as well as tissue paper. Because that's about as effective as it is. You know, if a giant kaiju is knocking down buildings, do you think a concrete wall would do anything more than the building made of the exact same material? A wall is a non-functional idea. Or really anything. Yeah. You're like more likely to die in a building
Where you spend 90% of your day? What? So where you spend 90% of your day?
That was pretty funny. No, be prepared. Wait, don't run.
Your main job is in between channels.
This one? Huh? Until I get